The views and opinions expressed here belong to the person saying them and do not necessarily reflect those of everyone involved. Basically, if someone says something wild, don't come after the rest of us. We're just as confused as you are. Oh, and just a heads up, sometimes a few colorful words slip out. You've been warned.
No, Dan. No, I don't edit anything. And we're recording right now. Dave, do the intro. We've already mic'd the levels out. Dave gets to be louder, worst case.
Hey guys, welcome to the Reseller Locker Room Podcast. I'm Ben, the Philly picker. With me as always is Mike, the death pile picker, and then some guy whose feet hurt down. Yo, I feel like I'm slumming it with that stupid duck in the corner. You couldn't even spend the money for my visit? Like, what the heck?
No.
Joe has access. Joe has access to all of our money, and then he
is that what it is?
Can't make it this week to the episode.
Okay, well, so guys, I don't know if you knew this, but this is actually the number 2 reselling podcast on the internet.
Seriously?
Yeah.
In Singapore? Yeah. What?
Yeah. In no, wait. Where is ours? Botswana. I think we're number 3 in Botswana. You just passed us, so congratulations. What is this called? I'm really having a brain fart. Oh, Leftovers. The Leftovers Podcast, guys.
Really?
Reseller Leftovers Podcast. That's where we're at. Is that it? That's it, right, Dan?
Yes.
You want to see it? Here's all our paid member. I know you can't see it on this, but what's not on there is Trash to Cash.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I could do it. I could sign up live on the show. Should I do that? Would that be a thing?
You should have done it.
Mike, send me your card info so I can sign up.
I think Dave just being here is payment enough, Mike.
Yeah, see, look at that. Dan just like, you know what? Yeah, that's all we need.
We don't make money with
Dan's
Dave
convinced
here.
me not to sign back up. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. We're paying for a demotivational thing. I still don't understand what it is. I've been back on this show for like 3 months now. 2 months, 3 months, whatever it's been. And I don't know what the demotivational is.
Dan, I have to ask you a question because I was watching the podcast the other day, and I feel like you said you were like not even at a desk. You're at a dresser or something, right?
I'm at a shelf. I have a
shelf in the background that he has.
Yeah, like the shelf in the background. I just took off the top 2.
That's just another one that
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I was like, that was the first time I had heard you say that. And then you said like you were complaining about your new fancy chair because it wasn't conducive to the shelf I'm like, shelf? What does he mean, shelf?
Well, I've gotten used to kind of working it up to get up here so it's comfortable. But like the armrests are kind of back part than the other chair. So,
but you like it overall.
Now. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice and wide because it's a blue whale.
Yeah. You know, I personally often get caught having a whale tail. You ever heard of that?
What's a whale tail?
You don't remember whale tail from our childhood, Dan? You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Mike, you know, right?
No, I don't.
Mike was in the Army. He knows.
Like PBS or something? What?
Oh my gosh. Commenters who are in high school in the late 90s, early 2000s, let us know what a whale tail is in the comments.
I'm going to feel stupid. I graduated in 1999.
You should know.
A male version of a tramp stamp?
What's a whale tail is a fashion refers to a visible portion of a thong or G-string peeking above the waistband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whale tail.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so there you go. They caught on. You weren't supposed to Google it. You were supposed to let the viewers write that out. I thought that was
they wrote it down,
I forgot about that. I don't know why you said 99, 2000. Dan has one of those right now.
A whale tail? Dan, let's see that whale tail.
Nope. I don't know. Nope.
Okay, so where's Joe?
He's on vacation.
Yeah. Where?
I don't know. He didn't tell us. He took our money and ran.
My gosh. Wow.
The little bit of money we make.
He's at the 7-Eleven, like away from, like right next to his house if he took your money.
No, Wawa. He's probably at Wawa getting a hoagie.
Dude, it's hoagie summer. Did you go? Have you been, Dan? It's hoagie summer right now.
Wawa?
We don't have Wawas here in Indiana.
Oh, dude, they got deals on the hoagies right now. It's like $5.
We don't call them hoagies here either.
Yeah, we don't either. Wawa is like, the first time I ever went to a Wawa was in, where's Tim live? That area.
Washington.
Tyson's Corner, D.C., like, what's that? Is that Maryland right next to it? What's right next to D.C.? It's not Virginia, the other one.
D.C. is in Maryland, dude.
Is it Maryland? Okay, yeah, so Maryland. It was a Maryland. I went to Maryland. I went down to Maryland to hang out with a girl I met at summer camp. and like we dated for like 2 weeks. Then like phone conversations and AIM. Remember AIM, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and my parents, I was 17. My parents agreed to let me drive all the way to Maryland to go to her prom with her.
What?
And well, I guess it was winter camp, not summer camp, if I went to prom with her. So I went to her prom in April with her, and she took me to my first Wawa. So that was my first Wawa experience, and that was in 2002, probably. So who's been to Wawa before then? I feel like I'm one of the originals. The reason I said all that, Dan, is because in Maryland and New England they call them hoagies. That's why they call them hoagies down here in the Wawa in Florida, because it's like it's a New England thing.
Yeah.
This is a leftover podcast. I studied all types of food trivia before I came on. Isn't that what this is about?
I leftover pizza for dinner.
Okay. Pizza. I made a keto salad with cottage cheese, and I ate it, and I felt weird all day. I told Tina something's off. I've not eaten many salads in my life, but I don't like the way it made me feel.
What kind of
salad? For dinner?
It had like lettuce in it, Dan. Lettuce? Have you ever tried that stuff? It's disgusting.
It's
horrifying.
You don't like salads, Dave?
I don't. I try not to eat salad. Yeah, I try not to eat it.
That's
I think it's no good. It's fruit salad I like. Pasta salad, chicken salad. I like all those.
But not regular salad.
This was actually a pretty good salad. But it's still like I much rather would have had like a pizza roll platter. A platter of pizza rolls. Maybe 6 or 7 flavors.
That sounds
You got the triple
yeah.
meat, the
You probably
combination,
feel weird
the
because
pepperoni,
of all
the buffalo.
you don't need a salad. All the raw food.
What do you mean?
What'd you put in the
Yeah,
salad?
my body's not used to it. I'm telling you, I think my body's not used to it. And then, like, every time I eat a salad, I get explosive diarrhea, and there's, like, green on the toilet bowl. What's that all about?
Mike,
I can't process it. No, add it. Amplify it, Mike. Animate it. Can you animate it?
I don't even know how to animate. If you make the animation, I'll put it in there. I don't care.
I could make the animation.
Just do an animated poo train for everybody.
Okay, we'll do that.
He's not going to do it.
That's not all I ate. I also went to Auntie Anne's and got a little thing of pretzel nuggets. Listen, Dan, can I tell you the most dangerous thing? And Mike, you don't want to hear this. You plug your ears.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs, Mike. My Walmart has an Auntie Anne's pretzel shop in it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, right down. Like, oh, Mike's like, well, how is that related to me not wanting to hear it? It wasn't. I just wanted you to be gone for a minute so I could have an intimate moment with Dan about pretzels.
We have
Take over your show, Mike.
Ben's Pretzels. You ever heard of Ben's Pretzels?
No.
It's
I've had pretzels.
That's inside of our Meijer. But I don't go in Meijer anymore because
you got to turn left. Dan doesn't turn left. I know that.
Unless I have to.
Like in Seinfeld, I don't turn left.
Don't turn left unless I have to. If someone will see me turning left, if you're following me around. I hate
Something's wrong. Check on Dan. We need a medical check if you see him turning left. All right, Mike, run your show. Why am I in the lead spot? I can't control
that's
myself.
That's what you're doing today. We're giving people a change of pace. I just get to come in and, I don't know, talk about...
Actually, dude, lately you just sit there and go on your computer while Dan, filibusters for an hour and a half. Dan filibusters for an hour and a half, and Mike goes on his computer, and Joe every now and then goes...
Well, all of that has to do with the fact that Dan likes to get super political, and I'm not very political.
Yeah,
so.
seriously,
what are you talking about? I never go political.
Keep the politics off your show, Dan. We don't care if you think that the aliens built the pyramids. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Dan's like going to go off on a thing now.
He's so tempted to engage.
I'm not a big political guy. What's that? I'm not political. Joe's the political one.
Hey, so we were talking about the food and everything. So for lunch, I went to I didn't even go to. My wife ordered. Maybe it was lunch. I think it was lunch. One of the most pretentious places. Maybe it was yesterday for dinner. I don't know. She ordered Panera Bread.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to, so she goes to Panera Bread and she gets me a sandwich, but it's got that stupid pokey lettuce. And that, number one, my wife hates the fact, and is so embarrassed that when I go and ask them, like order a salad, I always ask them if they got pokey lettuce, because I don't know, radicchio and some other stuff, like, I just say mixed greens. Is it mixed greens? It's got pokey lettuce?
I'm looking it up. I don't know. I just learned about this What did I use today? I don't know. I don't know lettuce. I know there's iceberg. I've grown up with iceberg. That's been my go-to.
Yeah,
today I had something
romaine.
different. That's the one I had. Romaine. That was different.
Romaine's good stuff.
Romaine is for Caesar salads. You have a cooking channel, Dave.
You don't cook a salad, Mike.
Look,
it looks like I have a wig on.
That it's like that.
Not Dan.
I mean, Mike, he's not a professional cook. Do you watch?
Yeah, that's what I say on my show all the time, and that's what people like about it. All the comments are, Dave screws up like me. That's why I like to watch. You know, it's a different.
I think it's a genius idea. I love cooking, and I used to watch all those professional cook channels.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I would love to do a cooking channel. And then I'm like, oh, they're so professional. I could never.
Yeah, you feel like you're not good enough, right?
Yeah.
Like
then you start doing a channel. I'm like, that's a genius idea.
Yeah, just own your. What is behind you, Mike? It's so distracting. What is that? The black, is that a treadmill?
It's
what am I looking at?
Tubs.
That's just tubs for Dibdit.
Those are tubs? They look like a treadmill somehow.
It's 100 degrees out in the garage.
Oh, dude, why don't you put a mini split in your garage?
Why don't you pay for it, Dave?
Okay, do you really need me to pay for it, Michael? Will you pay me back? What's the interest rate? Let's talk this through. You have a wife who buys you everything. You could just ask her nicely.
Or you could use the money from your death pile and sell some stuff and then buy a mini split, Mike.
Dude, that would be a good series on your channel.
Yeah.
Selling enough for a mini split.
It's not insulated. My garage is not insulated enough to...
Watch Mike insulate and mini split his garage. It'd be like a 17-part series.
Mike organize his garage first. It's like...
Well, you're going to have to take it down if you're going to insulate it, so might as well organize after.
Oh, you have a stick-built house, don't you?
A what?
Yeah, wooden house. Your house is wood?
No.
You live in a cabin?
It's brick, then.
Brick, yeah.
So that should be insulated enough for a mini split.
Well, no, I'll say it's brick on the outside, and then it has the framing, of course, like any house.
It should be all right. You could probably add some insulation to the door, but it should be all right. You could do it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Or you could just toughen up a little bit, Mike, and just go out there in the heat. I just lived the last 7 days without air conditioner.
How's that been?
You mean air conditioning? I just got a new AC put in.
I just got a new AC put in, well, not me personally, but the house in March or April. I can't.
The house did it itself.
Why do you feel you have to differentiate, not yourself personally, but your house got AC?
He doesn't want people. No, he doesn't want people to think he can afford it. He's going for the pity. He's looking for pity.
Not the pity. The realistic. I'm being realistic. Dan's really doing well.
Dan bought an AC. He's a fancy boy. Dan, you're up north, so do you have a whole house AC or window units?
Oh, it's a central air.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bougie for up north. In Connecticut, we didn't have that. We didn't have. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's hot 2 months a year. Why are they gonna put a whole house AC in your?
I think that's different than the Midwest. I think there's that different hotness.
But aren't you kind of northwest?
Northwest Indiana, but Midwest.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. Indiana has snow slopes, ski slopes, at the furthest southern point.
Well, we also have the beach. I'm 15 minutes from the beach.
But not the real beach.
That's not the beach.
It's the Indiana Dunes beach.
Yeah, it's like a lake.
It's Lake Michigan. The beach.
Lake. I will say the Great Lakes are pretty great. I am impressed by them. I've seen them. I've been to Cedar Point, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the lakes. They're not quite the beach. They may be better than the beach. There's an argument for that. No sharks. No sharks. Is there sharks?
Sharks don't bother you.
Sharks eat me all the time.
No. That's different, Dave, because they can't see over there. They're just oh, that's not food. Just a little nibble.
They give a little nibble.
Oh, that's not food. Over here, they swim up, and they'll be oh, that's not food when they're 10 feet away, and they're oh shit, let me swim over here.
Mike, did you know that I live 20 minutes from the shark bite capital of America?
Yes,
Volusia
I did
County.
know that.
What's it called? New Smyrna Beach. It's right down there. I yard sale there sometimes.
It's horrible,
dude. I've never been bitten by a shark while yard sailing, which is pretty cool. Even though I'm there.
Do you go to the beach a lot?
I like to go to the beach and edit, Dan. That's kind of a happy place for me. You take your little fan, you take a little lawn chair, you sit down at the beach with your umbrella, and you edit. It's kind of nice.
That is nice. That actually is nice.
Yeah,
Take a
I'm
little
about
fan.
15 minutes from the beach. You got to take a fan, Mike, in case it's not windy enough. You know, because it gets hot here in Florida. I don't know if you've been here lately.
Yeah, he's in Texas.
He's in northern Alabama. Southern Alabama? Southern
Alabama.
All right, so what's on your little spreadsheet of things to talk about? What do you got? You got like a whole...
Oh, we got nothing, dude. We
got
never
a
do
whole,
a spreadsheet. What do you think? Think we storyboard this?
Dan's got stuff to say. What do you got, Dan? What do you got?
I lived 7 days without air conditioner. Makes
That's
it a little
good.
tough. It was tough to.
What's the temperature been?
86. It was 86 today when they fixed it, and
Yeah.
today was the nicest day. So I honestly, it's been awful.
How is the humidity where you live? Not bad?
Like,
Like when you walk out, is it instant sweat? Or is it just like hot, burn your skin hot?
I'm kind of heavy, so I instantly sweat in the wintertime too.
Well, but you know what? The important thing is that the sweat doesn't smell bad. Someone recently told me you don't have to smell bad just because you're sweating. As long as you bathe.
I've been stinking this week. Oh my god. Oh, and then on top of it was 4th of July, so my windows have been open, and so people have been shooting off fireworks. So it's like constantly, it's driving me nuts. So,
how's your dog handle the fireworks? Mine can't handle it.
Dodger could care less about the fireworks.
Oh, I wish I had that. Our big dog too. Our little dogs could care less. Little chihuahuas, they're just walking around. They don't care. The big fat dog that weighs like 90 pounds freaks out, climbs up on the chair, puts her face, like she tries to like be a part of you. She tries to like merge with you, puts her whole body up against you. She drools all over us, and she's just like freaking out and shaking and stuff. And it's like, we can't calm her down. We don't know what to do. There's a new movie coming out. I think it's called Stuck or Together. Have you seen the trailer for this? Where this couple, like, they're having a bad relationship thing. And it's like one of those body horror films. And their body starts sticking together, like, physically. And they have to, like, cut with a chainsaw. They have to cut with a chainsaw, like, in between the two so they're not connected anymore. And I think that's what my dog wants. She wants to be connected.
You could try a Thunder shirt. You ever heard of those?
No.
They're like $30.
Oh, Thunder freaks her out too. Let me look this up. Is this a thing?
Yeah, Thunder shirt. I used to have one for my other dog. He used to hate fireworks, so I got him a Thunder shirt, and it actually worked. But it was for a small dog, it was like $30. So a big dog, I mean, it might be like $50-$60. But after he passed away, I sold it. I resold it on eBay.
Really?
I might be able to buy one on eBay.
That's kind of cool.
But my new Dodger could care less. My mom. So without the air conditioner, my mom has kept Dodger. She's had him for 7 days. I went over. Yeah.
Oh, really? She's had him for 7 days.
It's been too hot for him in the house, and I felt bad. So she kept him, and I went. I stayed at my mom's last night because it was so hot, and my mom she was gonna run errands, so I went over there to hang out with Dodger, and then I ended up staying. It was so hot in the house. I couldn't take it. What are you laughing at, Mike?
You know your ass went over there for cheese and crackers.
No, I got dinner, but I took lunch. I took pizza over there yesterday for lunch.
Do you know? I
got dinner.
Dan, I think my favorite part of like any family event or like get together is the charcuterie board. It's like the best part of the day. The little board with the different cheeses and the crackers of all varieties, maybe some summer sausages, a little pepperoni. Like, is there anything better than that, Mike? It's better than a one slice of cheese, grilled cheese.
Everything is better than a charcuterie board.
That is so not true.
It is.
I want to go to Dan's mom's house and have cheese and crackers and watch Mystery Science Theater, whatever that show is they watch with the news.
Inside Edition.
Yeah, I want to go watch Inside Edition with Dan's mom. Dan, you don't even need to come. Me and Dodger and your mom are going to watch it together.
They did announce the new host.
Board is stupid. It is. It's the dumbest thing. It's coming. They're putting shit on tree bark and serving it to you like a live edge piece of wood, and they're
That's
just like,
delicious. It adds flavor. All the polyurethane adds flavor.
No, that's the mealworms. They just they creep through to the crackers.
I haven't had cheese and crackers in a week. I'm getting cheese and crackers tomorrow.
Dan has been suffering this whole week, Mike. And where's the pity? Where is your pity, young man?
Yeah, Mike, I got no pity for Dan.
I told him. I texted him today to tell him, like, hey, the guy's coming for the to fix the AC at 4:30. Just giving a heads up about the podcast.
That's good. Look, very responsible of you.
And he's like, who cares?
Oh my gosh, Michael.
What are you going to do, podcast naked?
Michael, I got a complaint about you on my podcast.
Did you?
I got a complaint about you. The complaint was, I don't know what's wrong with this Mike guy, but he spent like a whole episode accusing me of something I didn't do.
Oh, I responded to I Love Vintage in last week.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm getting complaints about your behavior on my show.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. No pity for Dan's feet. I don't ever hear you talking about how you wish his feet felt better.
Oh, they hurt.
Well, I
You know,
mean, it's
And poor Dan, he's just fighting the good fight, trying to waste his time on Whatnot, and you give him such a hard time about him wasting his time on Whatnot. Just let him waste his time.
I haven't done a show in forever.
He is self-diagnosed flat feet.
No. The flat feet are diagnosed. Those are diagnosed.
Are you
really?
sure?
You went to a podiatrist?
I went to a doctor.
A doctor of...
Am I really choppy? I'm like,
No.
it's like super choppy for me.
No, you're
For
good.
feet? Did you go to a foot doctor?
I didn't go to a foot doctor.
Then how do you? That's a podiatrist. What if they misdiagnosed you?
Was it the dentist, Dan? Were you at the dentist?
No.
Do you think my feet look flat?
There was a real doctor.
The lady doing the cleaning is like, I guess, man. He's like, ha! I knew it.
Tell the truth, Dan. You're at the gynecologist. Your feet were in the stirrups, and you were like, "Hey, you want to check these out while they're up there?"
That's a little too far, Mike.
Is that Dan? Have you ever had an episiotomy?
No, what is that?
Is
that a real thing?
No, don't tell him. The commenters, let Dan know what an episiotomy is. Actually, maybe he'll Google it again.
Well, but I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it.
Neither do we.
Neither do we.
Is it a real thing?
We do what we can to forget about it.
It's a real thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
do you remember? Okay, do you remember?
He's
You remember those old playgrounds that you
Don't
had
image search, but yeah, go on.
Dan, you remember we had those old playgrounds back when we were kids? Like we called them Kidsville. They're all wooden. You play tag on them and everything. Just had so much fun at that playground. And then they came in and wrecked it. Like they demolished them all whenever people started getting hurt and everything.
Oh, and they put in all like the padded floor playgrounds.
Yeah, padded floor.
Yeah.
So they wrecked the playground that you love. That's what an episiotomy is like. Okay?
I looked it up. I don't know.
Dan has changed forever.
Yeah.
There's a different glint in his eyes, and it's not a happy one.
It's a way different snip than you're used to looking at, and it's not.
But your analogy of it, or is it whatever it is, is different because as a child, my playgrounds had rocks. It was like all gravel.
Yeah. Did you know that? God. You know the metal. These are kind of bolos. This is a reselling podcast. These are kind of bolos. You know those like little animals you'd sit on, and they were on a spring, and you'd go back and forth, and all that stuff. My cousin, may he rest in peace. He took I was on it, and he's like, watch this, Dave. And he was much older than me. He was bullying me at this moment. And he's going super fast on it, super fast, like, haha, you like that? I'm like, no. He's like, well, watch this. And he slams it stopped, and I go right down in the fork of the legs onto the thing. Oof. And I had to go to the doctor. Okay. And let's just say, no one thought I'd be able to make these children. But I did it. I did it. 20 years later, I had enough healing from the horrifying black and blue that I got from that. And I have kids now, and I think they're even mine.
Yeah.
No, Tina's over there shaking her head no. So I guess that explains a lot.
See, I was thinking that this was going to be something where your cousin like actively got on one and then like shot off and then
no, he's just trying to hurt
his head and died. I was like, damn, you muted yourself.
I did.
I muted myself because I'm talking to Tina. Keep going.
I thought you were about to tell a story of how your cousin died.
No, that I don't. Well,
this isn't that type of podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
He said, "May he rest in peace." I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, but that's the end of it.
That was the end. Yeah, we'll talk after, and we can go over that whole story. It's quite depressing. Let's not bring the show down that much.
All right. Hey, those McDonald's ride-on toys.
Yeah.
The spring thing. Hold on, we're gonna do this thing.
Those are bolos. Those are a bolo alert.
Well, what do they go for? Where are you gonna find them? Just
Couple
random.
hundred, $400. Oh yeah, there you go.
$500.
Yeah.
$525. That one's at $12.99. That's in real good condition. I mean, this was my childhood. If only I could get a big old Grimace, man, I would put that crap in my
Dude,
yard.
I like those
Those
sweats
are awesome.
too. Those sweats are
Oh, look
sick.
at that
Yeah.
Reggie one went for $450. What are they thinking?
Wow. That's
Spend the $500.
Ugh.
That's a fillet of fish. Yeah, I remember these. Like these.
Mike's
these were,
showing stuff if you're an audio only listener.
No, we don't have audio right now.
Still haven't taken your advice.
Oh my gosh. Spotify for podcasters, all you all out there. It's free. You just set it up. I just turned on memberships for Spotify for
Oh, Dave muted his mic again. I don't know what happened.
Spotify for podcasters.
Yeah, we turned on memberships. So if you guys want to pay money to listen to the secret episodes with me and Carrie over
I already
on
paid. I paid on the
Spotify.
Patreon. Wait, what's
Oh, yeah,
better?
so you already
Should I do? Should I sign up on Spotify?
No, it's not any better. Why did that just all stop working? What just happened?
I'm
hear you
wondering
laughing.
why.
Uh-oh.
What? Who is echoing?
Dave,
No.
you have to cut this mic. You gotta snip this.
No, I'm not going to
You have
snip.
to episiotomy this part of the episode.
I'm not a No, I'm not coming anywhere close to your pussy, Dan.
What? You can't say that.
Well, again.
You have to snip that part out.
Spotify for podcasts. I don't know why I do this. Spotify for podcasters account, and it's like, oh,
I probably have one.
we barely get people subscribed. I don't know why anybody subscribes. Like the Patreon, good for y'all, Dave, but I would much rather do
Am I
it
back?
on YouTube and have access to Patreon.
Am I back? Am I back?
Pay less.
Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Luckily, I didn't hear any disturbing things Michael just said. What's going on?
Yeah.
No,
I just am
listen,
assuming he said something inappropriate.
it was awful. But he's gonna take it out.
He heard it, Dan. he even gave a look. He knows.
Mike, because there's other people that want to listen to the podcast that's on audio. They
Yeah.
only listen to audio.
Yeah, they only listen to audio. You want to know how many listens we have? Listen, we're going to give all the dirty deets. How many? It's way less than you think, probably, but how many people you think listen audio only on the Trash to Cash podcast?
Hold on, let me see what your. I want to look at YouTube real quick to see what. I'm going to do a
150.
percentage.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do a percentage.
I think that's a good way to do it. Let's see, Trash Cash. On average, your videos get 37 views. So I would say,
Not the shorts. The shorts do average about 37 views, yeah.
and same thing with the important message from Commonwealth Picker. That's a shame that didn't get more views.
That's a great video.
So 4,600, 4,800. So let's say 45. I'd say you get 250 people.
Okay, Dan, what do you think? What do you think, Dan?
150.
Okay, so you guys, and so this is why you haven't done an audio only, right? Because you think it's that percentage, right?
you're probably
Our average is 2,500 to 3,000 audio only listeners.
Because we used to do audio, but
More than half.
Yeah.
On top of, so basically, if you combine it, it's like 7,000 to 8,000
How much
consistent
do y'all
listeners.
get paid for that?
Very little. And you know what? Don't tell Kevin and Carrie, but back in January, Spotify said, Dave, you need to update the payment info and the tax info for the new year. And I didn't do it because I'm a procrastinator, hence why I haven't re-signed up for your show. And I didn't do it in January. And I didn't do it in February. And I didn't do it in March. And I didn't do it in April. And I didn't do it in May. And I was like, I feel like we're not getting paid from Spotify anymore.
Oh no.
And so I looked, and yeah, we haven't gotten paid all year from Spotify. Now, when we were getting paid, it was just a couple $100 a month. It's not a lot of money, but it's something, $200-300 a month. And so I was like, well, maybe I should finally do this. And I went in there and I talked to their chat and I said, hey, I've been getting paid. And she's like, well, did you ever do the thing we've emailed you about 36 times? I was like, no. She's like, well, once you do that, you'll start getting paid again. And so I finally did it. I did it in July. It took me 6 months. I look forward to having to do it again. I asked her that. She said yes. It doesn't show anything on my account, like that I earned anything during that time period, but hopefully I did. And Kevin and Carrie, just don't tell them. Just don't tell them. I may have cost them whatever $250 times 6 is.
Well,
But then we got
Kevin
divided by
probably heard
3.
because he's probably washing his back right now.
In the shower, yeah, he's probably, washing his anus hole while he watches this. Doesn't that bother you guys that he watches this while he washes his butthole?
I think I made that evident, just super clear. Now, what I want to point out, did you go back and watch your portion?
I did not. Should I watch it right now? You can see me react live. What episode was that? Let's see here.
Ago.
Apparently, Mike did like a demotivation for me finally. Dan doesn't even know what it is, but apparently it happened,
Which
Dan.
ones? Wait, he sent them to me. Did you send me his?
Yeah.
And then they yelled at me last week because I don't rewatch. Do you listen to the Trash to Cash podcast? I know last week's episode you listened to old episodes.
Do I?
Yeah, do you re-listen to... Well, because you edit it, right?
Sometimes I'll listen to it. It's funny because I don't remember any of it. When I listen to it, I forget the whole... I don't remember anything we said.
Yeah.
But actually, I've been enjoying the shorts.
They do not relive it. They just takes the money from the people, goes on Patreon once a week, says, any questions? And then talks about those questions and then nothing else.
Well, he's busy. He's a guest on other podcasts, Mike. Look at him.
Stop carrying his water.
Okay, wow, look, Mike's got a whole thing going on here. Hold on. I'm rewinding it. Oh, you're like making a grilled cheese? And then it's a video of Carrie? Why is it Carrie?
Because each of y'all got a segment.
And for your segment, you got a video. How'd you get the video of Carrie, though?
That's the one he sent us in our chat.
Oh.
1/3 of a subscription ever. I don't have to do shit
Wow.
to demotivate you. Thank you.
That's where Carrie's just staring there.
And you're making your sandwich? Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
Oh, is that the one for Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this.
Kraft single. One Kraft single. Disgusting American cheese, by the way. Go to the freaking deli. It's in the same store, Michael.
I'm just saying it's sufficient.
All right, so hard butter. First mistake. Don't you go breaking that bread. You will trigger me. Oh, you got a gas stove. That's kind of fancy.
Yes, you've been here. I don't think we ate on the stove at all. There you go.
Is that it? Is that a butt right there?
I can't see it. A butt? No, that's a spoon rest.
Oh, it's a nice crisp, though. Well done.
I know. You can even hear it.
Yeah, well cooked. You didn't cook for me, Mike.
I know. Right here. Right here.
You do too much.
There you go.
Mike Medco meetups.
Okay, we can talk.
That was
We ain't
it.
gotta
That
do
was. You didn't even say my name.
It's understood, Dave.
Yeah, it's understood you don't know how to make a good grilled cheese. Well, I fully understood.
I didn't understand.
Now,
I didn't know that was
understood.
directed towards Dave.
I want the Dan video of a grilled cheese because I bet you Dan makes a baller grilled cheese.
I bet he doesn't. I bet he calls his mom over. He watches Dodger for 5 minutes while his mom makes him a grilled cheese.
I cook all the time. I've been cooking for years. I give my mom lunch all the time.
I have heard just such raving reviews of how good of a cook Dan is that I'm like sad I haven't gotten to experience it. Dan, when are you coming to Florida?
One of my legs can hold up.
Walk. It's a car, the airplane. Man. Take a train. Oh, a train's not a bad idea. Get a room. You can get a room. You can get a bedroom in the trains, and you have like a bed. You got seats. Well, I took one from what was it, North Carolina to Florida, and it was like $200 or something, $250. But you're a lot further from Florida than North Carolina, so and you probably have to do train changes. It'd be kind of a fun adventure, Dan across America. That'd be kind of fun. I'd watch that.
That sounds pretty fun, actually.
Yeah. Kind of fun.
All right, I'm gonna save up. Maybe a train ride would probably be the next easiest way for me to travel.
Yeah, because you can you don't have to stay seated. You can walk around. You can lay down. You can sit down. All that stuff. You can walk to the observatory. Most of the trains have observatories.
Or you're closer to Chicago?
Chicago.
Bro, how is it only 34 minutes? This show drags. You got to have some topics or something.
you're filling it in. What, you watch the show every week except 2 weeks ago apparently.
Yeah, no, I watch it. I never finish it because it drags. You know.
Really?
Oh my God.
Well,
No, I finish
so
it.
what do you do? You like you come up with topics every week?
No, not at all.
You just go right.
No, it's just better co-host, really.
What are you talking about?
Mike didn't even
Stop.
catch it. I was throwing shade.
You're awful.
Really, I think, yeah, we just got to replace Mike with Carrie and we'll be on point. Let's just throw Carrie up in the corner. And Mike, like, he's literally doing something else half the
I know.
show. What are you doing, Mike?
I'm looking for Dan's train ticket.
Why would you do that now? We're
You
doing
can do
a
it later.
podcast.
Hey, look at him.
I mean, we
He's
got to
like-
know.
He's
Mike, did you
hyper-focused.
sell anything last week? Can we talk about that?
What are you talking? You think Dave doesn't get distracted? Dave, you're distracted
Dave's
all
a
the time.
multitasker. Mike,
I'm a
you
better
cannot-
better multitasker
Dave
than you,
just
sir.
Ignores people.
Yeah,
What?
listen, Mike. Listen, I will say, like, what you're doing, you can do what you're doing, but you gotta also be engaging. You know, you gotta be listening and chiming in.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Man, that
What
was a
did you
great
just-
story that you told about Dan's mom. Yeah, that
We
was
weren't
cool.
talking about Dan's mom.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
you
Let's
were.
go back.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah.
this is all food show, guys. I'm down with it. Dan,
No, we're not.
I want to know what cheeses are available at your mom's Cracker Hour.
Well, I bought some cheese this week. I bought a dill Havarti.
Ooh, nice.
This is like, just the Aldi. You shop at Aldi yet?
Yeah,
shop
yeah,
at
of
Aldi.
course. Of course I shop at Aldi.
They have nice. Aldi has a great cheese selection.
Nice, yeah.
Mike's
Okay.
getting mad.
Well, if he zones out, we can have the food talk. Dan, when you go to Aldi's, do you ever buy the chicken breast fillets out of the freezer section? They're in a red bag. They're in a red bag, just frozen chicken patties, basically.
Oh yeah, I like the Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
ones. Yes.
Dude, they taste just like Chick-fil-A. You throw them in
Yes.
that air fryer, and they're banging. They're a
Yes.
delicious treat,
They're
Mike.
breaded.
Yes,
Yeah, they're breaded, yeah.
breaded chicken.
You throw them in the
They're
air fryer
amazing.
for like 14 minutes, they come out tasting exactly like a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah,
It's
and they have
crazy.
the brioche.
They even
buns
have like the
there, too.
pickly taste to them. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, they get the brioche buns, and then you put a little butter and you heat those up. And then, Dan, here's where you really go next level if you want to be crazy like Dave. So you do this, right? Then right when it's almost done in the air fryer, you take like probably a quarter cup of marinara, and you pour it on the chicken, and then you put a slice of American cheese and throw it back in there. Then you got like a chicken parmigiana sandwich. You know, you bring it out, you put it on the bun. It's delish.
That sounds pretty good.
It is
I kind
good.
of want that right now.
Yeah, do it, dude.
Yeah.
Let's pause the show, Mike. Me and Dan are going to Aldi's.
Yeah, I should. I thought you were really pausing the show.
No,
How much is a train ticket?
I didn't look. I stopped looking because y'all criticize. I've been here for the whole freaking cheese hour talk. Whatever. Y'all just want to talk about food, basically.
I asked
That's
you
not-
about your sales.
Yeah,
You
let's hear
listen
about
to
your
me?
sales.
What my sales? I don't know. My total is up now. It's not Dan level yet, but it is up to
You'll get there.
$11.88.
$11.88.
$1,188.
Okay, and how
Yeah,
long?
what was
90
it?
days?
No, yeah, that's 90 days. Yeah,
That's 90 days.
yeah, but that's up
Bro.
from like the 800 that it was a week ago, Dan? 2 weeks ago?
I thought you were like all in on eBay now. I thought you were like, going hard.
Oh, well, I always go hard, but
Uh.
with eBay, not so much.
So how many
but-
listings are you doing a day?
Oh, I don't do it per day.
Okay, how
I'm
many
up to
listings a week?
I'm up to 66, but I sold 5 things over the weekend, and I ran a sale. So I did a 10% off sale for the holiday. I sold that popcorn bucket.
Mm-hmm. Okay, which popcorn? Oh, yeah, the foot. That was a weird popcorn bucket.
That was a horrible one. I don't know why on earth. I
It looks
bought
so
that
shallow.
gigantic thing.
It looks so shallow. Like,
it's a
so you
big
got to
old tray.
give him some explanation. It's like, it's a footprint from Jurassic Park, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This popcorn bucket, Dan, and it's like, how wide is that, Mike? Like wider than a laptop? We talking? Like,
Oh, yeah, way bigger, dude. Way bigger.
like, give me a hand motion here. Let me see.
It
What's your other
was-
hand doing? Is your other hand in your pants? That way you can't bring it up? Where's the other hand? Oh, okay. Hand check.
no.
Hold on. How big is that? I want to see.
I mean, Mike.
I want to see how big it is. How big is it, Mike?
You wanna see how
This is
big
your
it is?
thumbnail. This is your thumbnail. How big is it?
Oh,
How big
man.
is the popcorn bucket?
It was 24 inches by 22, and
Okay.
then about 3 inches. So this looks
Dude,
better
that's
than
huge. That is so big for a popcorn. But the problem is, Dan, it's not like a popcorn bucket. It's a popcorn platter because the depth was like 1.5 inches. So it's just like a wide swath of popcorn just like laying flat in a tray. I mean, that seems like it would be awful for actually, maybe it'd be good because you could evenly distribute your butter in a really fantastic way.
How much did it cost to ship that thing?
part of my profits.
Yeah.
Well, $14 and hold on, I'll pull it up.
Do you do calculated or do you do
Needed calculated, but put their own
Flat rate.
dimensions, I bet.
Huh?
No, he was talking about flat rate. You do flat rate or calculated? There it is. Oh my gosh, look
Oh,
how
wow.
big that is. Holy crap. And also, can you get me one? Is there any
it looks
more?
like a cake pan.
Michael, can you go get me one? I want one now.
I'm sure they got a ton of them.
How much
but
are
yeah.
they?
$30.
$30.
I'm tempted, though.
Does
That
that
looked
come with
pretty
the
cool
popcorn?
behind me. Yeah, it comes with the
Yeah,
popcorn.
you get a free large popcorn with it. Well,
And then it's
not
a quarter
free.
to refill it.
The refilling's probably free the first time, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, refill is free the first time. You get one
wow.
refill.
Yo, so it looks like it's still sealed. So you got them to put it in like a separate bucket, your popcorn?
Oh yeah, they'll give it to you in a bag, and then you keep that in there. They had the Jaws one with the Jaws cup.
Bro, that one's sick.
That would have been better, but it was $50. But it sells for $125 free shipping. I should have done that one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was just the bucket. That wasn't the cup.
Yep.
So I didn't know
I've
how
seen
much
it. It's really cool. So what's your review? Because I'm going to see it tomorrow night.
Jurassic World.
Mhm.
I told you don't go see it.
Well, that's fair, but what's your review? Dude, the last 3 sucked, and I went and saw them and didn't regret it.
No. The last 3 were way better. Were they as good as the
No,
original?
come on, dude.
No.
The one where they're auctioning off the dinosaurs in the basement. You think that one's better?
That was the one with the little clone girl, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was horrible. That can't be better than this.
No,
What's
no,
that?
I'm saying it
I haven't
is
seen any of
better.
these. I didn't honestly know they had a new one coming out.
Yeah,
What was-
Scarlett Johansson, no Chris Pratt.
Huh.
Wait,
Oh,
the last one was the little girl, wasn't it?
Yeah, where she's in the basement and they're auctioning off the dinosaurs. It was so
What
dumb.
was the one in between? That's where they had it like a zoo in San Diego or something.
Yeah.
so they're ruining Jurassic World?
Oh, dude,
And
they've been
then-
ruining it for years.
Oh.
But I'm here for it.
And then the first one was him training the raptors.
That one was pretty good.
No. The
Maybe I'm
second one
backwards.
was
I could be
the girl
backwards.
in the basement. The third one was.
You're
her
right.
off the bridge.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that one I forgot existed. You're right. And there was
Oh.
they were like dinosaurs in the snow, right? They were like
Yeah.
in the snow. Yeah, that was terrible too. That was worse. I forgot about that one.
But I'm telling you, this one is even worse.
Hmm.
Well,
I'm
worse.
not gonna watch it now.
I don't. They didn't even need to make a movie about it.
So the best part's a popcorn bucket that you sold.
Like they are
on eBay.
reaching. No. Because I did all that work. It was like 30 minutes of work to build a box. I listed it while I was sitting in the theater. Sam was just like, "Turn your phone off," and I'm like, "Hey, you say you want me to sell shit? I'm selling shit, okay?" So I take somebody else's listing. I take their pictures, all that stuff, and I list it. It sells. I ship it today, and I've got to build a damn box because I have nothing that fits a 22 by 24 inch dinosaur footprint.
Harry Potter cards?
Here comes Card Daddy. Card Daddy
Daddy.
with the talk.
Dude, this is the 2025 Cosmos Harry Potter card. These you can't really get, Mike. I had to order them from China. So it's kind of cool. I got a whole
Wow.
case. I got a whole case of them. I got a whole
The
case
land
of
of authenticity, folks.
them. That's where they make them is China. It's a Chinese brand. So it's kind
Comes
of
with free COVID.
It came today. As soon
You have
as
to
this
snip that
ends,
part out. You can't
as
say
soon
that
as
part.
this, I didn't hear what he said. As soon as this ends, I'm gonna open it. And I'm gonna film it and see if I get anything cool. I'm excited. Yeah.
Wait, so you're not auctioning that off?
I will auction off something. I told you I got a case. I got 10 of them. So I'm only
Oh.
gonna keep one and then sell the other 9. That's the plan.
You bought a whole
Yeah.
case?
I bought a whole case. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a way to do it. Right now, dude, if you buy a case, or you try to buy a box of these, like $220 for one box, and I got a much better deal by buying a case and waiting multiple weeks ordering it from overseas. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Temu card shop.
Dude, you know what look really good? Oh, look at you. Ooh, what is that?
It's a
that's
Dennis
a sports
Rodman.
ball card, yeah.
Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman printing plate.
Yeah, printing plate with
one
a
of
relic.
one.
With a relic?
It's just it was just
What's the square in the middle there?
It's from his pet card.
It'll be a relic. They like made a relic of it, but this is the printing plate for it. That's where the relic goes.
So like, dude, can I guess? It's a 1 of 1. Can I guess what it sold for? I mean,
yeah, guess.
Geez, $199.
It's
$199.
No.
No.
Damn.
Am I high or low?
No,
You're too high. You're too high.
$74.99.
You're too low.
$150.
I listed it for $150. I took an offer.
$150 was actually the first number that came to my head, but I was like, yeah, let me go a little higher. It's a 1 of 1.
Let's say $150.
So what, 125?
I took an offer I took an offer for $100.
Oh wow, low ball.
Well, no, I've had it listed for a while. I bought this card. I was a big Dennis Rodman fan, and I used to have a Dennis Rodman collection. And I don't know if you guys know, but like in the beginning of the year, we got the floors changed in my house.
Dude, wait, really? Wait, what? Let's talk about that.
But when I got the floors changed, I had to take out all my dressers, and I found that card in my dresser.
Wow.
And I was like, oh. And then
what did you pay for it originally, Dan?
$12.
Hey, that's a good profit, sir.
I was gonna keep it because I was like, oh, it's probably not worth anything. And then I looked it up. I'm like, I saw a similar one sold for $150. This is, I mean, like the end of last year.
Dan bought it back in Rodman's cross-dressing days, and then he found out that Rodman played basketball.
I had Dennis. My mom, when I was telling my mom that I sold it, her and my stepdad are like, "What happened to your dolls?" Because I had Dennis Rodman dolls, and I had the I had him in a bride's dress.
He just painted the Barbies black. That's all.
No, there's a real Dennis Rodman dolls. And then there's one where he's in it's not an official Bulls uniform. He's in a basketball uniform, and then you can put him out and going out into a nightclub outfit. And I sold those.
It had a nightclub outfit.
Yes.
I
don't know what those. I sold those like 5 years ago. I was kind of scared to tell her because my stepdad bought me one for my birthday, like when I was a kid.
Okay, so your sport of choice, is it basketball? Like if you're gonna watch a sport,
probably football.
Oh, okay.
I mean, right now I've been watching baseball because it's baseball season.
Like college ball or pro?
Wrestling.
Everything. I watch it all. Like Saturday I watch college football.
Are you one of the Roll Tide guys? Are you one of them guys?
They're not my team. I like
what's
Notre Dame.
What's your college team? Oh, is that a college team?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
They're my Notre Dame, and I like Clemson too.
Isn't that near South Carolina?
Yeah, I used to live in South Carolina.
Yes. Where in South? Dude, you should live in South Carolina again, Dan. You'd then be willing to come visit.
I wish. South Carolina was awesome when I lived there.
How old were you then? A kid?
I moved when I was in 7th grade. 7th grade.
So when you were 36.
Dan would move if it wasn't for the pesky cheese platters.
Dude, I want a cheese platter. So you only do one cheese, Dan?
Well, no. So when I go over,
no Gouda, like what? Some Munsters?
Yeah, he had
cheddar
Gouda,
jack.
Well, no, it's I get 8 crackers. 4 have cheese and 4 have some kind of dip. So it could be like a lobster dip, a crab dip.
Wait! You only eat 8 crackers for Cracker Day?
It's your mom rations you?
Yes, she rations. No, then she yelled at me. So like I went over there.
Woman.
I went over there. So the 2 days I went and hang out. On Saturday I went over there and I had dinner and my mom's. We had spaghetti, and she's like, "You didn't take enough sauce." I'm like, "I have plenty of sauce." And she's like, "You needed more sauce," and I'm like, "I have a lot of sauce." And then my stepdad's like, "Listen to your mother." So I went and put more sauce on. And I was like, at the end, I had just sauce. I'm eating sauce. And she's like, "You should have taken more noodles." And I'm like, "I had plenty of noodles."
Now,
Dude, I want to watch the vlog of you going to your mom's house for meals. Like, this is the content I'm looking for. Like, your stepdad yelling at you very sternly. Listen to your mother, Daniel. Yes, Papa. Yes, I'll take more sauce.
And then they all hang. And then so then I stayed over there yesterday, and they have a redone basement. So I go down to the basement. And I go, oh, it's going to be interesting to see who Dodger's going to come with to go to bed. Like, he's going to come follow me, or is he going to hang out with my mom? And my mom's like, oh, he's sleeping with me. And I was like, oh.
Were you sleeping over?
Yeah, I stayed over at my mom's last night.
Okay. All right. I'm not commenting on it.
What? It was
fine.
It was too hot in the house. We had thunderstorms. It was so hot in the house. I couldn't take it.
Was your brother staying at your mom's too?
No, he worked last night.
Can we talk about soft cheeses?
Which one's soft cheeses? Like cream cheese?
Yeah. Like, okay, so have you ever had Bourdain?
No.
I want you to get this next time you go to the store. Get Bourdain. I'll show you a picture of it. It's a delight for your crackers, Dan. You're really gonna have a good time with it.
I'll get it.
And then, but yeah, so there's that. But, well, okay, but I mean, what about like cheese balls?
Oh, yeah, I like cheese balls.
Yeah, so Bourdain's more like that. So this is what the packaging looks like, Daniel. Hold on, can it focus? Right there.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah, get some of that and spread it on a cracker. I mean, it's like a laughing cow, but it's got all this like garlic and herbs in it. Bourdain is what it's called. Michael, come back. You can talk about your thing now.
I don't know what to talk about, but every time we do, it's like, oh, let's
We talk all the time.
Listen, these are resellers, and I am talking about food. The podcast is called Reseller Leftovers. I'm doing my best. What do you want from me?
No,
I'm trying to stay true to it.
Hey,
I've tried to talk. We can talk reselling, Mike. What are you doing reselling?
No, because every time we can talk about shipping, but we don't need Dave's opinion on length versus girth. So that's why we try and avoid that. We can go with food.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask Dave. Why don't you be a nice host and ask Dave how's going back to eBay doing?
You know, it's
hosting. Yeah, you just asked the question, Dick. Or,
it's slow going, I would say. It's slow going. It's very hard to get back in the groove of listing. And it's also like it's back to the challenge of like, do I list a lot? Do I list a little? Like, do I save it for dibbed it? Do I put it? You know what I mean? Like that's the struggle, really. that's the struggle I've been having.
Because you come across some things, and you then have to weigh your options on, hey, do I want to take the time to list and sell this, or would somebody else get more enjoyment from doing this, and I could just auction it online, like I'm doing it on live selling.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I've been doing intermittent fasting, right? So this is a food thing again. Let's bring back to food for a minute. Have you ever done intermittent fasting?
No, but I just was watching.
I enjoy it.
I
enjoy it. So here's the thing with intermittent fasting. Like I've been eating like basically, I've been sloppy intermittent fasting, but basically sometime around 1, I eat, and then I stop eating sometime around 5. Right. So I have like this 4-hour window of eating. Right.
You're doing a 20-hour fast.
Yeah. I've been doing it for like a week and a half. Well, no, it's easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy. You just
18 hours is more customary.
Yeah, that's probably true. But
I didn't know Mike's
listen, Mike. I can pack down a lot of food even in 4 hours. So I've got to be careful. Like you give me a 4-hour window, I'm at 2,000 calories every day. You give me an 8-hour window, you're talking 4,000 calories. You give me a full day, 15,000 calories. I mean, I can eat. You've been with me, Mike. I can eat a lot of food. I can consume calories like nobody else.
Little girl.
Yeah, no, I eat bread. I'm not.
I mean, not like me.
Oh yeah, it's because you took it all. And by the way, and this is off topic from the intermittent fasting. We can come back to it, but I really feel like your walls will look better with like a never-ending story poster. I feel like it's missing a never-ending story poster. But anyways, that's a side topic. Point being, I had an auction today, and it started at 10, and I was like, I'll probably go like 2 hours, but maybe an hour. And the intermittent fasting, like I was so hyper-focused on food, I wasn't enjoying my auction, so I cut it short because I just couldn't do it. I didn't even go eat. I just couldn't be Dave because of how hungry I was today. And normally I don't get that hungry, but I was just so hungry. I was like, I can't even do this, and I just had to kill it.
Your video from yesterday, the video came out today. You're talking about like how you just have so much energy and you're not affected by it.
Well, and normally I'm not. I think it was like a combination of that, and I felt like the auction was going bad, and it was like getting to me, and then like the food, I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat soon. Like I started thinking about how I was gonna eat soon. Once you start thinking about it, that's like the path to destruction in fasting.
That's my
Because
day.
then,
I think
yeah.
thinking about it right now.
When after I ate, retrospectively, I had my salad. Because, the other problem was I had to do a cooking video. So I wasn't going to get the reward of eating until I cooked the recipe for the cooking video. So it's like I still got in my brain, I got to do a whole cooking video before I can eat after the auction. So it was overwhelming, I think, mentally. And so, but after I do the cooking video, after I edit the cooking video, after I eat, I'm sitting here looking at my auction and I'm like, it really wasn't that bad. I made like $150 in an hour. And I sold pretty much all plush. And this plush buyout has already paid for itself like 6 times. So I don't know why I felt like it was bad, because it was literally all profit. And I made like $150 in an hour. That's awesome.
Well,
it's all about perspective.
The easiest way to curb your appetite, like anytime that you're coming up
Cigarettes.
you need to start smoking. That's it.
And you lose weight with cigarettes too.
Really?
Well, I mean, that's what they say at the whole advertisement.
I've never smoked, Mike. I've never been a smoker. It's not for me.
Well, I mean, you haven't tried it. You just gotta.
But is this the motivate? Death Files demotivation will be demotivating us to get bad habits. Dave, it's midnight. Order Taco Bell.
Get the
I want
Baja
Taco Bell.
Blast. See, I'm not a Baja Blast fan. I hate Baja Blast. I think it's disgusting. I'll do a Code Red and I'll do a regular Mountain Dew. Dude, I got on a kick where I was doing more Mountain Dews and Code Reds and Barks root beers when I go and get my drinks and stuff, and I had to nip it in the bud because I was just gaining weight like crazy. Because I hate drinking calories. I'm totally against it. But now I'll switch back to Coke Zero. I'm drinking more water, and happy to report I've hit a new low on this journey. I was at 293. I'm down to 270.
Tina said you look. Tina said you look thinner. Tina told me that
good.
the other day. She said Mike looks like he's lost weight, and I said, yeah, he's lost. I didn't know you were on a diet, so I made something up.
Drinking your calories?
I'm just trying to do. We're going to the beach, and I live at the beach, and like I told Dan, you can come down here and go to the beach, take your shirt off, because I promise you, there is somebody that's worse. There's somebody on this beach that is worse.
Or better, depending on what you like.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say inappropriate stuff. You can't leave this teeing stuff up like that. No, not depending on what you like. There's somebody that.
Mike, can we talk about your content journey?
Who, Dan?
No, Mike's.
yours.
Mike's
Talk
content
about you, Mike.
journey. You
My
have a channel.
content?
Yeah, you have like a picker channel and stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
What do you, Dave? You're a part of it, and it's non-existent.
Do you do videos?
Yeah, Mike.
Yep,
Where's your videos?
I did. It's been a while. Hold on, I'll tell you.
How long? How
The
long,
last time he
Michael?
did a video, he was editing it during the podcast we were recording.
I don't know
Was
what's
I
with
really,
that?
Dan?
Yeah, you were.
Do you feel like I mean, let's say we're on the psychiatric couch and this is couples counseling. How does that make you feel, Dan?
81
I was
days.
a little hurt. I was a little hurt, Mike. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Mike, I don't feel like you're really listening and hearing Dan. Like
I
you're
think Mike
listening, but
trusts
you're
me.
not hearing. You're not hearing what he's saying.
Well,
There's
that's
more
it.
depth.
That's perfectly fine. I don't have to hear Dan. I
No,
don't need
Mike,
to-
what I want you to do is I want you to acknowledge his feeling by repeating it
All
back
right,
to him.
Dan, I apologize for editing a video while we're on the podcast. It was wrong. I need to be a better man for you. And,
Can you apologize for not trusting me either?
Oh, there we go. Look, Dan, you tell him.
Yeah, I got a phone call last week. I was waiting
Oh,
a whole
what?
week to confront Mike.
Oh, let's see it. I want to see
Last
this.
week on the episode, I was telling you I dropped the ball. Not dropped the ball. I spilled the beans about Gary V coming on did the cards.
Yeah,
And
I saw that.
I said I got the okay to mention it from Rod.
Yeah.
And Rod called me and told me that Mike called him to make sure that it was okay. Because Mike,
How did that make you feel, Dan?
no,
Like,
Dan,
I would.
Dan,
I'm not trustworthy. I'm very trustworthy.
I called Dave too. Let's be
Dan,
fair,
I wasn't
called
going to
Dave
say it,
first.
Dan, but Mike also called me behind your back to ask this question. So,
'Cause I just said, did y'all talk about it on the podcast? He said, no, we didn't. And I said, Dan mentioned it. He's like, you better call Rod and double check. That's Dave's exact words.
Yeah, well, no, I said who's
I
coming
told
on
you it
Dick
was
Cards?
fine.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know Gary Vee was coming on.
Actually, Dave's exact words were, "Ooh, so what? 100 people will find out."
That's
Nobody wants
exactly
to
what I
know,
said. You're
and then he
right.
hung up.
Yeah, exactly.
We have more than that.
Mike, you were like looking something up. You were about to tell us something big.
Yeah.
Oh no, I said
It's about your
81 days.
content.
That's the last time I did a video.
81 days?
Yep. I'm a
That's
content creator.
2 more than 79.
Yep.
Quite
I got
literally.
Good.
Well, why haven't you made one, Mike? What's wrong?
Yeah, Mike, what's happening? Tell us how you feel.
I'm selling stuff live. I'm organizing.
Are you though? Because I didn't see you live today.
No, I didn't. I didn't go live today.
You've been on
live
Whatnot,
the other day.
Mike? You've been
I'm
cheating?
doing a lot of other stuff, Dave. I mean, I'm working more than I used to work. Okay.
Hey, good job,
So,
Mike. We're proud
we're
of
just
you.
looking
I
for-
think, listen, I want you to know that we see you and we see the effort you're putting in. And we're proud of you.
God.
I didn't do any work today. I did my shipping. Does that count? Does that count as work?
Yes.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
No, let's do this, because Carrie likes to play this game where we do, like, our whole day. Let's relive our day, Mike. Start from when you woke up. What did you do today?
What's so freaking funny, man?
I'm laughing at my day because my
Because Dan's worried about his moment. His
Yes.
moment's coming, but let's not get to Dan's moment. Let's get to Mike's.
yeah.
Mike can coach you if you didn't do enough, Dan. It's okay.
Well, it's I'm in a weird situation this week.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up. I smoked a cigarette.
Yes.
Had a drink.
No, beer or like you said that like it was booze.
No. I went and got a drink. It's okay. So
Had some
got a
whiskey.
bar,
All right,
and then,
Mike had a drink.
Came back. I packed up an order that had to go over to FedEx, so I went and did that. 'Cause
Was
I
it
had to
the
do
foot? Was it the popcorn bucket?
Yeah, it was a popcorn box.
Okay, so that's a big shipper. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, big shipper. And so I did it at like one of the little pack and ship centers, which I hate using instead of an actual location. Then I came back. I packed up had lunch, packed up my eBay orders, then went over to the post office, then went and got another drink, and then came back here. And
What kind of drink are you getting?
He gets Diet Coke or whatever at the gas station.
All of that other stuff.
Oh, man.
The ongoing. Like we just had to deal with some drama, and just trying to, just I don't know. We're addressing concerns.
Okay.
So,
And Dan, let's hear your day.
Oh my god, this is like the worst podcast ever. Like my day, because I slept at my mom's house.
Okay.
And I was downstairs in the basement. Mm-hmm. I had told my mom because Dodger has separation anxiety.
did you have to put the lotion on your skin? Is that why your mom?
Well, actually, I left my lotion at the house. I could have used the lotion last night. My hands are dry. Anyway, that's not part of my day.
Sure. My hands were. No, Mom. My hands get dry.
Daniel, you did not need to bring the 68-ounce thing of lotion. My hands are dry, Mom.
No, that's even the basement.
Where are my socks?
I was in the basement. I got up around. I was gonna get up around 4, but I didn't get up till about 5. And I told my mom when she gets up, when she's gonna take Dodger for a walk, text me, and I'm gonna sneak out of the house so Dodger doesn't see me. No. So I get up, and I'm up, and I started watching Survivor. And I had a sandwich made. I made myself a sandwich for breakfast, but I had made it the night before, and I put it in the refrigerator downstairs. But there's one of those small refrigerators, so I put it on the top compartment. And I didn't realize that was the freezer part of it. So I took a bite out of my sandwich, and it was frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that sucked. I didn't have my sandwich. I watched Survivor, and then after a while, I could hear people walking around upstairs. So I text my mom. I'm like, are you up yet? She's like, oh yeah, we got in from our walk. So then I had to go upstairs and sit with Dodger for a while and hang out with him. And then I had to sneak out of the house. I came home. I had already pulled my orders the day before that I've sold so far. So I had to pull the rest of my orders out in the garage. I came inside. I cleaned the kitchen because the kitchen was dirty. And I haven't had air conditioner in a week. And the only time it's cool in the kitchen is in the morning. So that's when I have to clean the kitchen. So I cleaned the kitchen and did my shipping.
How many orders?
I shipped on Saturday from the holiday, and I shipped out 16 on Saturday, and then today I did 14. I had 11 on eBay and 3 on Poshmark. I ran a sale.
Mostly clothing. Poly mailer.
Wait, you ran a show?
Sale.
Ran a sale. Did I say show? I ran a sale. So yeah, all clothing, some shoes. I sold one Blu-ray. I sold a Blu-ray. I think it was the only thing.
You're a poly mailer and bubble mailer guy then.
Best. That's why I love clothing. It's the best. That's why I got this new chair. It's got to be comfortable while I'm sitting here doing my shipping.
Smart. And then
when I got done, I had to. I defrosted steak the other day for 4th of July, and we ended up not cooking it. So I had to cook it today. So I grilled. I made steak.
Nice. What kind of grill?
Potato. It's a char grill.
Charbroil?
Yeah.
Charbroil.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. The big one. I have a small Weber, but I have the big one. Well,
Weber Spirit then? Or is it a Weber like circle grill with actual charcoal?
The circle charcoal. Yeah, the other
Weber kettle. That's called the Weber kettle, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
The charbroil is charcoal. I only cook on charcoal.
Propane. Oh, it's charcoal. Really? They're both charcoal.
Yeah, it's
wow.
charcoal.
Dude, that's Dan's cook is like a project. He's doing a project.
Well, before I started reselling, grilling was like my hobby. I loved doing it, and I got into. I felt. Oh, this is gonna sound so stupid, but if I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to like fix anything or do stuff. So like grilling and stuff like that was like my guy thing to do. It felt like my guy thing. Like it was the thing I did. So I got into it. But buying a pork butt every week and cooking all these chickens became
pork butts are cheap. Pork butts are cheap. You can do, dude. The thing about a pork butt, it's like $18 and it feeds you all week.
Yeah, I guess if I cook it,
it's a lot of food. Yeah. Well, you don't need to cook it all week. You just save it, right? You just smoke it up and then you got it. You just reheat it. Yeah, reheat it. Put it on your mac and cheese. Put it on everything, dude. It's delicious.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. So this weekend we bought filet mignons, and I cooked those for my wife and I on the 4th, and we kind of like did nothing. We stayed away from the beach. It was absolutely jam packed, horrible. So we just stayed here. So I cooked filet mignons, but I also picked up a tri-tip, and I'm going to make that. I don't know if y'all ever had
California steak. Yeah, look at you, fancy boy. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. All right. Now listen, guys, that's the life in the day of a full-time reseller. You've now heard it. That's what you can expect if you quit your job and become a full-time reseller. What they just described.
We get so much hate right now, Dave, that people are going to be...
That's what an average reseller does on a full-time day. I could tell you what I did, but that would be the life in the day of a full-time content creator. It's a little different.
Yeah, there you go. Just go watch
it's a little different.
He covers it.
A little different. I created a lot of content today, and I did light reselling.
When will your new video? So you come out on Wednesday, or are you gonna come out
for what?
Thursday?
For the food?
Your newest flipper.
It came out today.
I know that, but the next one.
I don't have a schedule. I don't do enough reselling to have a schedule. Sadly, I need to up my reselling game so I can actually.
It used to be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
It did, yeah, it did, and Dan misses it. And I gotta I think if I was to go all in on eBay and get 200 listings, I could probably go back to at least 2 a week. But right now I'm at 20 listings, and the problem is, Dan, I look at the stuff, right? I got this Frank Sinatra Barbie type thing in the package. It sells for 40 on eBay, and I'm just sitting there I was spinning my wheels today. During my auction, I'm I should sell this on Dibdit, but I want to have eBay content, so I should put it on eBay, and I end up not selling it on Dibdit, even though I know on Dibdit I probably would have gotten $15, and I only paid $5 for it, so I'd triple my money, but on eBay I probably make 30 to 40, and so I don't know what to do with myself.
Sell on eBay?
Well, that's where that's the conundrum with live selling across the board, though.
It is a conundrum. Yeah, because it's the quick dot. But see, I think you know what it is. I think this is really what it is.
Are you coming across financial struggles at all in going live all the time?
No, but it's more that it's summer, and because it's summer and I can't source much, I'm not desperate to offload it. That's really what it is. Because it's summer, I'm I don't mind if it's on eBay and it gets me 3 times as much, because I'm not going to get more inventory very often. There's just not much opportunity. So I said this probably last year, Dan. You probably heard me say, if you watch my flipper videos, I really feel like I'm a winter fall live seller, a fall winter live seller, and for like spring summer, like I'm an eBay guy. Like it's harder for me in the summer to be a live seller, not only because it's hard for me to source a lot, but also because everyone who would buy from me, if they're a reseller, they're outsourcing on their own, and they're getting plenty of inventory without my help. So it doesn't make sense for them to come buy from me because they can go get plenty of inventory. In the midwinter, they can get inventory and use it for their eBay stores because they can't go sourcing because, like, where Dan is going to slip on the ice or some crap, right? So I just think, like, I need to probably, my life needs to probably be focused on eBay in the summer with some live selling, and then focus on live selling in the fall, winter, and spring.
Let's not forget that Dan also calls the police because there's a footprint in the snow, and heaven forbid, like somebody brings something to the door.
Kicked in my front door and left a footprint on my front door.
They kicked in your front door?
But they didn't kick it in, they kicked my front door.
Well, did your front door deserve it?
No, they scared. I thought someone broke into the house. I've never been so scared in my life. I just went underneath my covers and just thought it was over. I thought it was over for real.
I want the Dan and Demand reality show so bad. Like the music comes on, like the haunting music. Dan's under his cover. Like boogers are coming out of his nose.
Tell the story for the new people, Dan. Like,
I don't know this story. I want to hear it.
It was just a random night, and I was home, and it was like 3:00 in the morning, and there's just this loud bang, and I was like, what the heck is that? And I was waiting for someone to break into my room, and no one came, and I was up the rest of the night.
Because he locks his bedroom door.
Oh yeah. Yes. Before I used to have a barricade. I had a baby gate up in front of my door, and now I don't have that anymore because, well, my old dog. If I had to leave the house, I would put the gate up so he would stay in there, but then I would put the gate up at night to keep all the people out from killing me. So
it's a baby gate.
Yeah, it's a baby gate. But anyway, the next morning I was taking my dog for a walk, and I walked by my front door, and there's this huge boot mark on the front door. I'm like, what the heck? So
someone's just trolling you.
Yeah, it's a thing now. I saw. Well, then they did it again, and they broke the screen door this time. But it was scary. It was.
Do you live in a dangerous area, or is it just kids being
probably
dingleberries?
Yeah, probably just kids. I mean,
it's probably the stick lady's kid pissed off that the snow's covering the sticks.
Yeah, what does she do when the sticks are not visible?
The sticks poke through the snow.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad.
I mean, that's easy. All right. He talked about 3 seconds of reselling, Mike.
No. So what happened with the? Come on, tell the story. So Dan wakes up in the morning, goes out there, sees a footprint in the snow, and they have one on the door. So he runs back inside. He calls his mom. He's like, "Hey, there's a footprint on here. What should I do?" She's like, "Call the police." So Dan called the police.
What did the police say, Dan? Did they come? Did they send out the red and blue?
Well, the two police officers show up, and the crazy thing is the neighbor stick lady's house. Their back gate was open,
and it's never open.
It's never open.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh, I got the vapors. What's happening here?
So there's two cops. One of them's going to check on the neighbor.
Oh
and
yeah.
then the other one, he's talking to me, and then he's walking around the house, and
dude, I think I saw the body cam footage of this on TikTok.
But he wants
the case of the mysterious footprint and open gate.
Dan knew it was a larger individual because they were size 11 women's.
But he wanted to see. He asked if I checked the garage, and I said no. And then he's like, "Do you mind if I go in there?" And I warned him about what's in there because
what's in there? Don't leave me waiting. What?
My garage
has got like corpses. Is this
it's like a
36 dead bodies found in Reseller's garage.
There's shelves,
18 jumbo bottles of lotion.
Shelves of my inventory of personal items. I mean, the garage is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Just
mine
crazy.
Too.
It's awful. Your garage is always nice.
I had a neighbor come. Not a neighbor. My daughter has a boyfriend. which is a whole nother topic. But he came over last night to play Catan with us, which Mike didn't like. Which
I like Catan.
You said you were never going to play again. No, was that Sam that said she'd never play again? Maybe it was Sam that said that.
I don't know, but either way, you didn't explain the rules and how important it was to be near a dock.
No one ever goes to the dock. It's,
I'm like building my road on the inside. I get blocked in. I'm like, well,
I never been.
Well, dude, this was his first time playing. I teach him how to play, and he beats me. This little 12-year-old kid. I guess he's probably 15 or 16 if Anna's 15 or 16. But yeah, he beat me in his first game ever. But anyways, his dad comes, and he's at the front door, and his phone does the eBay sound. And he's like, oh, I got a sale. And his like wife's all excited he got a sale. Like, yeah, $1.50. I sold a card. He's a card guy.
Wait, the dad or the kid?
The dad sold a $1.50 card when he was picking up his son, and so I had to show him the whole setup and the cards.
Did you tell him about Dibdit cards?
Yeah, I told him about Dibdit cards, the No Bangers podcast, all that stuff. So that was kind of fun.
Did you tell him about Dan in Demand on Whatnot?
I told him, I said to follow Dan in Demand on Whatnot. He used to sell on our platform, but then he left.
I haven't sold on either. Well, to be fair, I had a reason last week. I don't remember what my reasoning for not doing a Dibdit show last week was. But this week
probably someone knocking on the door.
No AC.
No, on Wednesday, because I do a show on Wednesday with Keith, but I went to my mom's for dinner. I went over there for dinner, so I didn't want to do a show. And then I didn't do one. I mean, it's been so hard to actually do reselling. This week I had my stuff lined up every day to list, so I'd take a couple pictures. And then I would go sit down in front of my fan because it was so hot in the house. Like
Your only fan?
Yeah, I only had one. Just one fan.
Only fan.
I'm joking.
I'm
not that stupid. Come on. But it was just rough trying to do that.
Dude, you know what, Dan? I was thinking. Okay, so you know how like your feet are kind of special. They're flat. That's a niche. That's a niche on Feet Finder. And I feel like you could get a following. You've tried it?
I want to do it. Yeah.
Why not, Dan? It's just feet. It's not even nudity. It's just feet.
I'm not going to show my feet. I can't do that.
I don't know.
Come on, do it.
I've never been on that site. I'm not going on there.
I've never been on that site. You know, Mike, let's put it up on the screen. Let's go check it out. Let's see if we can find Kevin's account.
Do not put that on the... Wait, we have to take our members.
Already put Feet Finder on our screen.
Oh, thank the members. Thank the members.
Yeah, what the heck, Mike?
And guys, if you want to not see the stupid duck, you gotta, just give a little more. Mike needs a little more money.
Oh, how would we do that?
But especially with Joe taking it all.
Yeah, if Joe shows up with our money, we're gonna get it back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Look at that. Death Pile Demotivation. Mike Metco meetups. Trash to Cash. It's Mike's birthday
no longer
today.
Trash to Cash. Nope, we don't take them off.
Trash to Cash podcast. Shout out to Go. Paul's merch. Eagles and Beagles. Triple R collections. Lad the 5 Points Flipper. Doggy Bag. Vintage Sports.
We don't talk about Doggy Bag.
Why?
Because it's not the shout out to Go.
Jacqueline Rose and Trash Cat Rescue.
And Vintage Sports Flip.
No S. No S.
Yes, we're aware. No S.
Okay. All right.
I wonder. I bet you. Hold on. I got y'all talk about some food or stuff because I'm going to check something on Feet Finder.
All right, Dan. What are you going to eat tomorrow? See, Dan. You know what I like about the fasting is it lets you like build up to the next day's meal. Like you got something to look forward to. Like you can get excited about the thing. And so what I decided to do, I'm going to do a cooking video tomorrow. And you know what I'm going to cook? I'm going to cook a shepherd's pie, keto. Really? With cottage cheese. Yeah, keto. Well, not cottage cheese. I think it's going to be cauliflower. But anyways, it's going to be good. It's going to be a shepherd's pie. I love Irish food. I'm a big fan of Irish food.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's probably one of my favorites. So, okay, if you... it's hard to say because... What's Irish food?
Yeah, what kind of food? Bratwurst? No, it's German.
No, that's German. So Irish food would be like Irish stew, which is, we got to go to Boston, Dan. We got to go to... Dan, you got to get traveling. We got food to try. I want the Dave and Dan food blog. Dude, I just named it. I just named the channel. Guys, comment below if you want the Dave and Dan food blog. I think they want it, Dan. I think Mike, you'd watch that, right?
Yeah, if you called it This Little Piggy Head Roast Beef.
All right, I'll call it that. Well, no, that's like the members-only content.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, what'd you find? You were looking something up.
Yeah, I was looking on Feet Finder because I wanted to see. I wanted to see. This is where I had it mixed up. I need to look on OnlyFans for this. But
okay.
Freaking, I was like, maybe Dan could make some money if there's people out there that probably want to see people do the truffle shuffle. And I was like, could Dan do that?
No. What they do though is they have like a whole thing where you squish food with your feet. That's like a whole thing that people like to watch.
Oh, 100%.
And I feel like that'd be kind of fun, like squishing mashed potatoes with my feet and stuff. Be kind of cool. My feet look a lot like Elijah Wood's in a film called The Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've
got
hairy
little hobbit feet.
I got me some little hairy hobbit feet. You know it.
Oh,
Tina's not a fan of them. She's not a fan of my hobbit feet.
No, Dan doesn't have that. I don't know.
How long do you think it takes to get like this? This is a serious question, I guess. On like OnlyFans and stuff like that, and Feet Finder, how is it? You think it's like building an audience just like YouTube? Can you imagine putting like
it is?
Just making.
I'm confident if I had less moral scruples, I could be huge on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but you're pretty. I mean, to me, you're huge on YouTube.
Yeah. But no, it's all marketing. And there's, you've got to leverage other platforms to help people find you on those platforms. So if you can get good at content anywhere, like TikTok or Instagram, then you can drive the traffic to your spicy site, Dan. I believe in you, is what I'm saying. Like,
it just sounds like a lot of work.
All it is about
catching the same starting all over again on like YouTube. But I'm like,
it has nothing to do with talent. Like, you just got to be controversial, or you got to be pretty, or
you're talking about YouTube or spicy sites.
Anything just social media.
So which one is Kevin then? Is Kevin controversial or pretty?
No, neither. I said you could do spicy.
Okay.
You can do pretty. Kevin would be informative.
Okay.
He said, I was watching his video today. He said he's not an educational channel.
He is. Yeah, he's looking pretty though.
He is. Wait, so what you're saying? You watched Kevin's video, but you didn't watch Dave's video today? And
I did watch Dave's video.
He watched my video.
Yeah. You gotta be more engaged with Dave. We're not talking about
my video. My video was a mess today. I couldn't even string a sentence together.
I'm not talking about Kevin until he pulls the money out of supply. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah. Guys, if you want to use Supply Hut code NC Picker, give the affiliate money to someone who will cash it out.
Yeah. That's it. All these scruples and whatnot, these morals. He's like, I can't do it. I'm like, you sold out for way less, buddy. Just get your money, okay? Just go cash out. But so I was watching somebody. There was a big question going around, and I'll pose this to Dan. $100,000 per back shot. How many are you taking?
A back shot? What?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Back
you know
shot.
what, Mike? Should we ask ChatGPT to roast you? That's always a fun way to end a show. Take a screenshot of you.
I want to know how many back shots Dan.
I'm not taking back shots for $100,000. I'm not.
It's $100,000.
Is that like drinking a shot off someone's back? Is that what that is?
No. It's getting.
Don't say this, Mike.
Getting rear-ended with the finish.
Oh my god.
That's the easiest way. Dan, come on, 100,000 per. How many realistically?
I'm not doing that.
Think of the AC. Think of the AC you could afford.
Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to roast Mike. Okay, actually, we'll roast Mike really quick. It says this man looks like if depression had a merch tape, like if depression had a merch table. He's got the energy of someone who just realized none of his tubs are labeled and he's already sold the item. His expression, it's not shock. That's what happens when your last brain cell rage quits mid-live stream. His hat's doing its best, but you can't cover up that much disappointment with a 4-leaf clover. Dude's sitting in front of enough Rubbermaid to qualify as a FEMA storage facility. If Mountain Dew and Broken Dreams had a baby, it would host a StreamYard podcast in this exact room. The man's so deep in a death pile, even Indiana Jones wouldn't try to dig him out. And let's not forget the surf-style shirt. Ironic, since the only wave he's ever caught was a heat wave during a yard sale.
Dang. Burn, Mike. You got burned.
Here you are.